Ooh. Okay. I know that so I know I'm gonna put down one of these two, but
Half of my board is haunted right now.
you know what? I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
I'm gonna put down a plains, and then I'm gonna spend
Yay.
3.
5.
One,
No.
3 for the Orzhov Pontiff.
Ah.
I'm going to use
what
Orzhov
does this
Pontiff's second
motherfucker do?
ability when he enters the battlefield or dies. Creatures I don't control gain -1/-1 until end of turn.
Oh man, that's gonna kill 2 of my dudes, and one of them was
Yes,
haunted.
so now you have to discard a card. Haha.
Okay, so the Ledgewalker's dead, and now I have to discard a card. That card is going to be that card is going to be the Gruul Guild Mage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine with me.
Now, there's no real point in me doing that this turn, so with that, with that I'm going to end.
You can tell the set is old because instead of saying exile, they say remove this card from the game. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Let's pay 4 and cast the Gruul Warplow.
Ooh. Which
So
gives
it
all of
does
your
2
creatures
things.
trample.
I now have trample natively on all my creatures, and I can also turn the Warplow into a 4/4 Juggernaut until end of turn if I pay 3.
Juggernaut's supposed to be 5/3. Bleh.
Misstatted. I'm going to swing into you for 3. 2 of that composed of trample if you block. 1 of that is composed of trample if you block it.
Right. I'm gonna take 3.
All right. No blocking. Heard. I'm going to end my turn
Okay.
now.
That is quite nice, but unfortunately it doesn't have flash, so
You really needed to open with a Morning Throw.
I don't really need to open with a Morning Throw, just would have been really nice. Okay, we're gonna put down on Orzhov the Church of Deals, and then
The Church of Deals.
we're gonna spend 4 in order to cast the Smogsteed Rider.
Oh. The human.
Next, we're gonna spend a plains in order to equip enchant my Smogsteed Rider with the Shadowlands.
Nice. Huh. So he gives every other creature fear, but he does not give himself
Right.
fear. I think you should swing into me.
To be perfectly honest, hitting you for the 1 might actually matter, but my big issue. You know what? Yeah, I will swing into you for 1.
All right. I'm going to accept 1 because I have no eligible blockers at the moment.
Okay, and with that, I will end.
Very nice, sir. Okay, and let's see what good things I can make happen on this turn. That is... I think that's... No. Wait, yes. Maybe. Yeah, I can keep my ramp up. Nice. Because I can pay these 2 forests to cast the Gruul Signet.
Okay.
And then because getting the mana ability off on the Gruul Signet helps me get a 3rd mana, I can pay the Stomping Ground to activate it, and then pay a 3rd. I'm going to turn the Gruul Warplow into a 4/4 Juggernaut until end of turn. Set power and toughness. And because it is now a creature, now it has trample. Okay. So let's go into the attacking step. Swinging into you for 7.
Alright, I'm going to have my Smogsteed Rider block the Gruul Guild Mage.
I thought you might try doing that. Okay. So the Gruul Guild Mage is now blocked. The other creatures are not blocked. Let's go to the damage step.
So, I am definitely taking 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Taking. And then the Gruul Guild Mage is dead, and then because it was haunted, Blind Hunter triggers
Which
again,
allows me to drain you
which
for
means
2.
I lose 2. Right. and you can smack me with the Rider, but is it going to be enough damage? We will see. I'm going to end my turn. At the end of turn, Gruul Warplow turns back into a regular artifact.
Alright, my move.
Reset power and toughness.
Oh. It's definitely not what I needed. But,
It's just what I need, just what I needed. I needed someone to feed.
Okay,
I guess you're just what I needed. I needed someone to bleed.
So I'm going to spend these two...
So feed me.
I can't actually read it, so that's my problem. So I'm going to spend 2 mana in order to cast my Orzhov Signet, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Which means I'll be able to do that next turn. Yeah. Alright. And I'm going to swing it into you for 1.
Swinging for 1. Okay. I'm going to declare no blockers.
Okay, then. That's 1 damage.
Ding.
Yes. And I will end.
I think I see what you're trying to do, and it may just work. Let's put down a forest. Okay, so creatures I control have trample right now, huh? Problem is, the power of my only able to attack creature at this moment is 1, which is not that great. I think you're trying to draw me into an attack so you can kill my Warplow.
That is exactly what I'm doing.
I'm not really totally cool about that. So I'm going to damn, dude. I guess this is one of those things I didn't really think all the way through, huh? Because I was counting on having a win condition. Okay. Actually, no, that's right, because if I try attacking, then you're gonna get, because not only does he have first strike right now, but he also can. So you only have to pump him up once in order to take out my Warplow, and then I lose my trample ability. Can block as though it had flying. None of your creatures have flying right now, but I want to hit your life points this turn. How do I do that though? Yeah, it looks like I swear to God, that I'm gonna miss out on this opportunity, though. I'm gonna pay 5, and I'm gonna cast Predatory Focus.
Okay.
This turn, I can have creatures I control deal their combat damage to defending player this turn as though they weren't blocked. So even if you block Silhana Starfletcher, I can still assign his damage to you, even though you're blocking him. If you block him. So I'm going to swing into you for 1.
Alright. I am going to block him with Smogspeed Rider, and then I am also going to use the Shadowlands.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because first strike. Wow. Just, wow, I played right into your hands. Alright, that's fine. I mean, this game's starting to look like a lost cause for me anyway. Yep. And that was Predatory Focus, everybody. That was supposed to be one of my win condition cards. It's just too bad I don't have any creatures on the board that can exploit it. So now from here, you could just you can bump up your dude to make him a power 8 creature to hit me for 9, and then if you got 3 more damage on the board, you win the game.
But I have a card I want to cast.
Well, don't let it cost you the game. Because, I mean, you have a strong game, believe me, you have a way stronger early game than I do. The problem I notice about my deck is that I need time to develop. You're denying me that time.
Okay, so if I recall the math correctly, in order to do this, I do need to tap out, right? Because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But I'm probably gonna die. I'm probably gonna die to. Well, I might not die to Wild Size. Okay, so I am gonna tap everything for 7 in order to cast Debtor's Knell.
Oh, nice. And what is Debtor's Knell? At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature in a graveyard into play under your control. Nice.
All right.
That's a
am
really
gonna
cool
swing
card.
you for 1 with my Orzhov Pontiff.
Nice. I take 1 damage.
Okay. And, yeah, I'll end.
So I have to kill you before your next upkeep. A?
Do you have the wild size to do it?
Not exactly. But I do have a blocker. Pay 1 for the wild canter.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to turn the Gruul Warplow into a 4/4 Juggernaut until end of turn. And I'm going to swing into you for 4.
I want to look at your graveyard real quick.
Oh my God! You can get my petrified woodkin.
I can get.
The problem is though is that you don't get its bloodthirst if you don't cause damage to me. And it has to be damage. You can't just cause me to lose life. It has to use the word damage.
Yeah, I am gonna block the Warplow with my rider.
Interesting. Okay. So you can't pump its attack. It does have first strike. So let's go to the first strike damage step.
So my rider is deaded, and my Shadowlance goes with it.
All right, and then you take 2 damage from the trample. Yes, sir. Okay. That is my turn, and you have a very interesting upkeep on your hands here.
Your Warplow goes back to not being a creature.
Thank you. But it is still tapped.
Alright, so I'm going to put the Blind Hunter from my graveyard into play, triggering its ETB.
Oh, fuck, that's right. So I lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's a good move.
Okay.
I like it. Now, is it gonna win you the game?
It's not gonna win me the game, but I effectively have infinite drain life now, so there is that.
Yay!
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spend a 1, 2,
and a 1,
3
and a 2,
for
and
Pillarly of the Sleepless on Wild Cantor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Attach to card. Damn it, mouse! Attach to card. Thank you.
Attach to card.
And if I'm right, then I need to do that, right? Yeah, I need to save that for that. Cool. Next, I am going to have Orzhov Pontiff attack you for 1.
Right, and I can't block it with the Cantor because Cantor can't block this turn. Yeah, I'll accept 1 damage.
All right, and I will end.
Okay,